सायित्रयाय विद्महे संजय बाबाय धीमहि तन्न सर्व प्रचोदयात्। सायित्रयाय विद्महे संजय बाबाय धीमहि तन्न सर्व प्रचोदयात्। सायित्रयाय विद्महे संजय बाबाय धीमहि तन्न सर्व प्रचोदयात्। शांति शांति शांति। सर्वविघ्न विनाशाय सर्वकल्याणहेतवे पार्वती प्रियपुत्राय श्रीगणेशाय नमो नमः। मायादेवी प्रियपुत्राय श्री संजय साई नमो नमः। शांति शांति शांति। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरा गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। शांति शांति शांति। चरण स्पर्श भगवान बाबा तम शरणं मम।
ॐ मङ्गलम् ओंकारा मङ्गलम् गुरु मङ्गलम् गुरुपादा मङ्गलम् साई मङ्गलम् श्री संजय साई पादा मङ्गलम्। Loving Koti Pranam at the divine lotus feet of our dearest Bhagwan Sri Sanjay Sai Baba. On behalf of all of us, prostration at our Guru's divine lotus feet and seeking his blessing for everyone in this world to be blessed with Ashta Aishwaryam and Arogyam. Today, we're just going to see Archanam. Archanam is the fifth step in the ladder of devotion. The whole humanity now is suffering with a deadly disease, which even the World Health Organization is fighting, and each and every corner of this world is fighting against this COVID pandemic. We are not, able to come out, what is going to happen, when this is going to end, nothing we know. And there is something, which makes us all feel sorrow. Whether it is COVID or otherwise, we all have a common disease, and that is sorrow. Because everyone, for something or the other, we feel sad in our heart. And the person who has come to provide and cure our sorrow is only Bhagwan. Because when we give our mind and heart to him, when we are thinking about the Lord, the sorrows just flies. We have no other thought except bliss and happiness whenever we are thinking about God, when we are singing for our God, or when we are talking, telling shlokas, anything that is connected with the God always makes us feel happy. So the only anecdote for sorrow is love. Because whenever we feel low or whenever we feel withdrawn, when we connect our thoughts with loving somebody, immediately that moment, that sorrow goes away. That is the power of love. Now, fifth step of devotion is Archanam. Archanam means offering. Love expresses itself in giving, and as devotion, it grows in the heart of the devotee. The offerings change as the devotee grows in his devotion. We, as devotees, we go to temples, we offer flowers, fruits, food, clothing, incense, light, many puja items, money, jewelry to the God while worshipping him. Did any God in any temple has ever told us, if you don't get fruits for me, I will not give darshan. If you don't offer money in the undi, I will not give darshan. Or if you don't light the incense stick, I will not bless you. No. Whether we are offering or not offering, the God gives darshan to everybody, because he never sees what you are giving, because everything is in this world created by the Lord. Nothing is ours, even our whole body. If we are full, this is the blessings of the God. If we are giving something, it is blessing of the God. So what God has given us 2 hands to work, 2 legs to walk, with this we do our work, we earn money, because everything is given by God, and in that we are trying to offer something to please the Lord. There is one beautiful story on this. Lord Krishna's birthday was there, and at that time Satyabhama wanted to give some special costly gift to Lord Krishna. So she said, I want to do charity, so I want to weigh, I want to keep Krishna in a scale where I will keep all the jewelries on one plate, and other plate Lord Krishna will stand. And I am going to gift all the gold that I have for charity in the name of Lord Krishna. She was from a very rich family, and being the king's wife, she had a lot of personal wealth also. Maybe she was trying to prove to others that she loved Krishna more than anybody else. The Lord can never tolerate arrogance from his dear devotees. So he tries to break it as soon as the arrogance rises. It is only because of his compassion. So a big weighing scale was brought, and the Lord was made to sit on one side with lots of Vedic chanting and ceremonies. On the other side, huge amount of gold were kept. but Krishna proved to be heavier and heavier. Some more gold was called for, but it was not there. Krishna was still heavier. Now Satyabhama called for all the gold that she had in her personal jewelry also. Even then, the scale did not tilt even a bit. Satyabhama grew anxious and did not know what to do. She could not believe her eyes. How was that possible? Krishna was definitely not that heavy. She thought Rukmani, the other wife, who was watching with so much of interest, understood this and came to her rescue. She came near Satyabhama. She just came and she said, dear Satyabhama, can I help you? So Satyabhama started to cry. So immediately, goddess Rukmani just plucked a tulsi leaf, a small tulsi leaf, and placed, praying to Lord Krishna that with all humility, simplicity, and love, I'm offering this tulsi leaf at your lotus feet. Please accept this. And then she kept it with the gold. Immediately, the scale tilted in her favor. What is heavier than the Lord? Nothing. Nothing can be heavier than the Lord. Absolutely nothing. The Lord is bigger than the biggest, smaller than the smallest. Who can measure the immeasurable Lord? No one. But with pure love, one has the power to hold him, to capture him, and to measure him. Love alone is what he seeks from his devotees, for it pleases him immensely. So that is why all the other relationships that we have in this world, whether it is like mother, father, sister, brother, husband, wife, friend, all the relatives, it can come only to certain distance. It is said everything is Mayana Bandham. Once the body becomes ashes, everything will go. We leave our parents someday, we leave our family someday, we leave our friend someday. But only one thing that we can hold in our life forever is only Bhagwan. That is why God is our Atma Bandhu. All other things are Mayana Bandhu. God only can be Atma Bandhu. For this God, the Archanam, worshipping of God, there are 8 gunas that he wants one to cultivate. So with what flowers? Because when we are offering flowers and worshipping God, morning, what I put, within afternoon, that flowers becomes faded. Have to remove that and throw it. So every day we need to bring more and more new flowers. But there are some flowers, 8 flowers, which is known as Ashtadala Pushpam. This Ashtadala Pushpam is the Pushpam which, if we cultivate in our heart and when we offer it to the God, he will be the most happiest person to receive that Ashtadala Pushpam. That is the flower of Ahimsa, flower of non-violence. The flower of Indriya Nigraha, that means sense control. The flower of Shama, forbearance and patience. The flower of Sarva Bhuta Daya, that is being loving and compassionate to all beings. The flower of Shanti, to have peace within and to spread that peace everywhere. The flower of tapas, that is flower of penance, praying and thinking about the Lord all the time. The flower of dhyana, that is contemplation on the Lord. And last but not the least, of all the flowers, one flower is very close to the Lord, and that is the flower of Satya, that is flower of truth. So these 8 flowers are known as Ashtadala Pushpam. And when we use these flowers as offering, as archanam to the God, he is the most pleased person. We cannot give anything to the God. All we can give is our own self, our pure love, because he is connected with us only with love. That's why always Bhagavan says, love all, forget all the bad things that others have done to you, and forgive them, and forget all the good things that you have done to others. Don't think that I have done this to that person. No, because you are blessed to do. So every single act of yours, keep it as blessing and move. And when we have God with us, when we have God with us, we have endless hope. Everything we can. That is why it is said, like, "E mat kaho khuda se, mere mushkilon badi hai. ए मुश्किलों से कहना मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है." Don't ever say, God, I have big problem, but say, big problem, I'm not worried about you because I have my Bhagwan. I have my Bhagwan, Sri Sanjay Sai Baba, with me all the time. So why fear when Bhagwan is there? So with this, Charan Spar Swami, may all be blessed. Swam Charanam Mama.
Madhusudana Krishna. All I love is Krishna. The heart has the precious treasure of Anand, but the man does not know the key to open the lock. That key is pure love to reach my Krishna in every thought, word and actions. Our Sharanam. Loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of our dearest Bhagwan Sri Sanjay Sai Baba. Guru Purnima's pranams to my God and my Guru Bhagwan Baba. Dear Monish,
Our Chitrama told me to ask and test you for today's class. Are you ready? Yes, she told me to listen to you. What is weighted than earth? Mother. What is taller than the sky? Father. What is faster than the wind? Mind. What is more numerous than the grass? Thoughts. Very good. Mother supports her children so gracefully like Mother Earth. Mother's love outweighs that of the earth. She verily represents the divine. Father's wisdom goes beyond the sky. Veda says, honor your mother and father as gods.
Yes, sir. Now, our soul blossom Guru Sujata auntie told, be careful about your thoughts and only have good and free thoughts.
Yes, be good, do good, see good, think good. Should be our Sharanam.
We shall always listen to good and be close to God. Jai Sai Ram.
Tavam Sharanam Mama.
Loving pranams at the lotus feet of our dearest Bhagwan, Sri Sanjay Sai Baba. I am Parvina Bras from Sri Sanjay Sai Soul Blossom Classes, Oman. What will remain with us forever is what I am going to talk now. Money comes and goes in this world, but what remains with us forever are morality and right conduct, to fill the heart with the right moral sense. Therefore, is to find fulfillment for human life on earth. Swami often cites Prahlada's story as an example. It seems Indra once wanted to test the goodness of Prahlada. A good man would not down the request for help from the needy. Knowing this, Indra went to Prahlada in the disguise of an elderly Brahmin. Prahlada respectfully received him and asked him what he wanted. The Brahmin replied, I want you to give me your character as alms. Prahlada gave it to him. After a while, a good-looking man came before him. When Prahlada asked him who he was, the good-looking man replied that he was Prahlada's principal of fame. As a man without character cannot have a good name, he had come to take leave of Prahlada. Prahlada said, all right, you can go. Hardly had the man left when another man came to meet Prahlada. He said he was the principle of courage, because a man who lost his character and good name would be a wreck with no courage. He had come to bid goodbye to Prahlada. Even as Prahlada was waving him goodbye, a beautiful woman wearing splendid robes and many ornaments came near him and said that she was Rajalakshmi, the symbol of his royalty. She had come to ask for permission to leave a man without character, good name and courage, because such a man is not fit to be a king. Prahlada watched her go, and soon a woman dressed in rags approached him and started weeping. Prahlada asked her, Mother, who are you? Why are you weeping? She said, I am the principle of Dharma. You have now lost your character and your good name, your courage and your royal power. It is difficult for anyone who has lost all these qualities to implement Dharma. I cannot live in a place where Dharma is not honored. So I have come to tell you that I am leaving. Prahlada bowed down to her and said with folded hands, Mother, when my character, good name, courage and kingship were leaving, I did not stop them. But I cannot let you go. I have read in scriptures that you, Dharma, would always support the person who clings to you even as the walking stick is of help only when it is held in the hand. I have always sought refuge in you. Now I have nothing left but you. Please do not abandon me. Dharma was touched and consented to remain with Prahlada, because Dharma was with him. All the other character, good name, courage and kingship also came. Thus morals and right conduct are of paramount importance in a man's life. Dear Bhagwan, always help us to walk with Dharma. With dharmic way, there is endless hope. Tvam Sharanam Mama.
Om Shri Sanjay Sai Ram. Humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our dearest Bhagavan, Shri Sanjay Sai Baba. My name is Ananya Nandakumar and I am a Prema Putra of Shri Sanjay Sai Soul Blossom Oman chapter. Today I am going to talk on the topic Antar Chintan. Before I start with the talk, I would like to offer my gratitude and pranams to Chitrama and all of my Soul Blossom teachers. It is because of their guidance I am able to stand here today. Sai Ram Ma, Sai Ram Gurus. This year 2021 is being celebrated as the year of Antar Chintan. But what is Antar Chintan? Our Bhagavan lovingly says, to see God inside, do Antar Chintan. Antar Chintan helps us to realize the divine qualities that God has granted us. These qualities include Satya, Dharma, Prema, or in short, humanity. Swami also says, try to understand the humanity by being a good human. Then only we can understand God. When we greet each other, we always say Sai Ram, Hari Om or Ram Ram. But do you know why we do that? It is a remembrance of God, that the God within us is also in that other person. When we greet, we're not greeting the worldly body that can be seen, but also the God in the other person. Antarchintan helps us to understand that God resides in each one of our hearts. The word SAI sign means see always inside. The God is inside of us and the outside world feels His presence through our love and service. Swami Vivekananda also says service to mankind is service to God, meaning selfless service to mankind is as important as worshipping to God. A person who services mankind is loved by God because God wants us to live for them. Even prayers are more meaningful when done for one another than for oneself. That is why praying for everyone we sing Satya Dharma Shanti Prema Sabko Dijo. Let us practice Antarchintan and lead a happy and peaceful life. Love all, serve all. Thank you.
My pranams to Bhagwan, to my gurus and judges. My dear friends, my name is Amol. I'm so fortunate to talk about Antarchintan in the year of Antarchintan as declared by beloved Swami. What is Antarchintan? Realizing the power of our own soul. Who am I in this world? That's the great puzzle. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. But mastering yourself is true power. Yata chitam tata vacho, yata vachas tata kriya. Which means, as is the mind, so is the speech. As is the speech, so is the action. Antarchintan is a mechanism to stop for a moment, zoom into our thoughts, and ensure our actions in a right manner, which helps us to know our journey. Once upon a time, 4 students who practiced meditation together decided to observe a vow of silence for 7 days. For the first day, all were perfectly silent. When night fell, one of the students noticed that the lamps were becoming dim. Without thinking, he blurted to an assistant, "Please roll the lamps." His friend said, "Be quiet, you're breaking your vow." Another student shouted, "Why are you fools talking?" Finally, the 4th student commented, "I'm the only one who didn't break my vow." With the intention of correcting the others, all 4 students broke the vow within the first day. The lesson here to remember is instead of focusing our energy on criticizing or judging others, we should focus on our own self. Why is Antarchintan so important? As per research, it is found that we have more than 50,000 thoughts floating in our monkey mind every day. Out of this, more than 90% of them are repetitive and consuming our mind space with unwanted stuff. 50% of our thought content comes out to be negative in nature, which has no real peace, but consuming our mind energies in the wrong direction, thereby hampering our ability to think with clarity and conviction. The best ways of practicing Antarchintan are asking yourselves the right questions. Meditating for 15 minutes can do wonders. Writing in a journal like diary. Taking a walk in nature. Practicing yoga and breathing exercises. Practicing gratitude. Count your blessings, not your troubles. Antarchintan is an amazing positive emotion. It has the power to make us happier, healthier. It improves our self-esteem, energy level, relaxation, and reduces the ego, envy, anger, and stress. The pandemic has been a time for my self-care and self-awareness. We are lucky to know our Antaratma to reach Paramatma in this Soul Blossom class. Let us heal ourselves to heal the world. Thank you everyone. Sayonara.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan Shri Sanjay Sai Baba. On behalf of Sanjay Sai Seva Organization International Oman Chapter, we wish you all a happy Guru Purnima. Guru. Who is a Guru? The word Guru consists of two words, Gu and Ru. Though the word is small, it has got an immense meaning. Gu means darkness, Ru means remover. So he who removes the darkness within us is called the Guru. A Guru is our teacher, mentor, master, friend, philosopher, guide, teacher, and what all. Everything is Guru. Everybody needs one Guru to guide us and take us to the world of spirituality, to realize oneness and to realize God. Nakror adhikam tatva, nakror adhikam tapa, nakror adhikam jnana, tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, which means there is no tattva which is greater than the Guru, there is no tattva which is greater than the Guru, there is no penance which is greater than the Guru, there is no knowledge which is greater than the Guru. So that is why we all need a Guru. We have found a Guru in Sri Sanjay Sai Baba, and on behalf of Oman chapter, we are offering our namaskarams through Guru Sankirtanam. Om Shri Sai Ram. Guru Maharaj. Guru Guru Sai Guru Sai Guru Maharaj. Sanjay Sai Guru Maharaj. Guru Sai Guru Sanjay Sai Guru Maharaj. Sanjay Sai Guru Maharaj. Guru Sai Guru Sai Guru Maharaj. Sanjay Sai Guru Maharaj. Guru Guru Brahma Guru Sai Guru Maharaj. Guru Guru Brahma Guru Sai Guru Maharaj. Guru Guru Vishnu Guru Sai Guru Maharaj. Guru Guru Vishnu Guru Sai Guru Maharaj. Guru Guru Mahesh Guru Sai Guru Maharaj. Sanjay Sai Guru Maharaj. Guru Guru Mahesh Guru Sai Guru Maharaj. Sanjay Sai Guru Maharaj. Guru Guru Mahesh Guru Sai Guru Maharaj. Sanjay Sai Guru Maharaj. Guru Guru Mahesh Guru Sai Guru Maharaj. Sanjay Sai Guru Maharaj. Guru Guru Sai Gurudeva Priyadeva Sai Deva Dayamaya. 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 Vibhuti Sundar Sashank Shekhar. Vibhuti Sundar Sashank Shekhar. Sai Shankar Daya Karo. Sai Shankar Daya Karo. Sai Shankar Daya Karo. Sai Shankar Daya Karo. Gurudeva Jaya Deva Sai दयामया गुरुदेवा प्रिय देवा साई देवा दयामया गोकुल नंदन साई गोपाला गोकुल नंदन साई गोपाला रघुकुल भूषण साई रामा रघुकुल भूषण साई रामा हे मदनांतक दया करो हे मदनांतक दया करो हे मदनांतक दया करो हे मदनांतक दया करो गुरुदेवा जय देवा साई देवा दयामया 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 आवो गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो दर्शन दीजो साई गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो दर्शन दीजो तुम हो जगत के धाता तुम हो जगत के धाता तुम हो जगत के दाता तुम हो जगत के दाता तुम्ही हो ब्रह्मा तुम्ही हो विष्णु तुम्ही हो ब्रह्मा तुम्ही हो विष्णु तुम्ही हो शंकर रूपा तुम्ही हो शंकर रूपा सृष्टि स्थिति लय स्वरूप तुम हो सृष्टि स्थिति लय स्वरूप तुम हो अनादि रूपा तुम हो अनादि रूपा अब गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो अब गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो साई गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो साई गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो तुम हो जगत के दाता 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 वो गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो
गुरुदेवा गुरु गोविंदा
सर्वं विष्णुमयं जगमे सर्वं विष्णुमयं जगमे सर्वं विष्णुमयं सद्गुरु श्री सत्य साईमयं सद्गुरु श्री सत्य साईमयं सद्गुरु श्री सत्य साईमयं सद्गुरु श्री सत्य साईमयं ओंकारनादमयं ओंकारनादमयं ओम शिव शक्तिमयं ओम शिव शक्तिमयं देवमयं साईनाममयं देवमयं साईनाममयं प्रणवाकार ब्रह्ममयं प्रणवाकार ब्रह्ममयं जगमे सर्वं विष्णुमयं जगमे सर्वं विष्णुमयं 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 साईमयं साईमयं संजय साईमयं संजय साईमयं संजय साईमयं संजय साईमयं जगमे सर्वं विष्णुमयं मन एक बार हरि बोल 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 हरि हरि बोल 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 हरि बोल मन एक बार हरि बोल मन एक बार हरि बोल हरि पिता हरि माता हरि पिता हरि माता हरि पिता हरि माता हरि पिता हरि माता हरि गुरु ज्ञानदाता हरि गुरु ज्ञानदाता चिदानंद रूप हरि पतित पावन हरि एक बार हरि बोल चिदानंद रूप हरि पतित पावन हरि एक बार हरि बोल मन एक बार हरि बोल मन एक बार हरि बोल मानस भज रे गुरु चरणम मानस भज रे गुरु चरणम दुस्तर भव सागर तरणम दुस्तर भव सागर तरणम गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय साईनाथ सद्गुरु जय जय साईनाथ
सद्गुरु जय जय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, शिवाय नमः। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, शिवाय नमः। अरुणाचल शिव, अरुणाचल शिव, अरुणाचल शिव, अरुण शिवो। अरुणाचल शिव, अरुणाचल शिव, अरुणाचल शिव, अरुण शिवो। ओंकारं भव, ओंकारं भव, ओंकारं भव। ओम नमो बाबा। ओंकारं भव, ओंकारं भव, ओंकारं भव। ओम नमो बाबा। मानस भज रे गुरु चरणं, मानस भज रे गुरु चरणं, मानस भज रे गुरु चरणं। दुस्तर भव सागर तरणम्। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्युर्मामृतां गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
जय संजय बाबा, ओम जय संजय चरण पंकज चरण नमो। ओम जय संजय बाबा परमधाम परमेश्वर परमानंद नमो। स्वामी परमानंद नमो। परम पूज्य साईश्वर परम पूज्य साईश्वर आत्मानंद नमो। ओम जय संजय बाबा लक्ष्मी नारायण मूर्ति शुभदायक भगवान स्वामी शुभदायक भगवान। सकल जगत के रक्षक सकल जगत के रक्षक मंगलकर प्रभु हे। ओम जय संजय बाबा। ओम जय संजय बाबा। ओम जय संजय बाबा। सत्य सनातन निर्मल सत्य सनातन निर्मल हे जग के दाता। ओम जय संजय बाबा। ओम जय संजय बाबा। ओम जय संजय बाबा।
समस्त जीवा सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्त जीवा सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्त जीवा सुखिनो भवन्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। राजाधिराज योगिराज परब्रह्म सच्चिदानंद सद्गुरु भगवान श्री संजय साई बाबा जी की आरोग्य प्रदाय अष्ट ऐश्वर्य भगवान श्री संजय साई बाबा जी की योगक्षेम प्रदाय भगवान श्री संजय साई बाबा जी की चरण स्पर्श स्वामी त्वं शरणं मम।
चरण स्पर्श भगवान बाबा त्वं शरणं मम।
स्वामी चरण स्पर्श।
सबको साई राम।